Solve the absolute value inequality, graph the solution, and write the solution in interval notation. So I have here a couple of problems, one with less than or equal, one with greater than. So let's go ahead and solve our first equation, inequality. So we need to isolate the absolute value expression here. So we have to subtract 5 on both sides. So that would give us absolute value of 2x plus 4. This cancels, less than or equal to 9 minus 5, 4. Now, if you recall, this is absolute value is less than or equal to 4. So the solution to that one, if you have absolute value of x less than or equal to a, if you recall, that's equivalent to negative a less than or equal to x less than or equal to a. So the opposite of a, it's on the left side here, negative a, less than or equal whatever it's inside the absolute value, whatever expression you have, less than or equal to a. So we're going to be doing the same thing here. The opposite of 4 is negative 4. I have less than or equal, so it's less than or equal. The expression inside, the absolute value that gives us 2x plus 4 less than or equal, same as that here, 4. So solving this, I need to subtract 4 on all 3 sides. So I subtract 4 here, and 4 here. So that would give us negative 8 less than or equal 2x. This cancels, less than or equal 4 minus 4, that's 0. And now we have to divide all 3 sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. So negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4, less than or equal to x less than or equal 0 divided by 2 is just 0. So we just solved the absolute value inequality. Now let's go ahead and graph this. So let me go ahead and graph it here. So the solution is between negative 4 and 0. X is greater or equal to negative 4 and x less than or equal to 0. So here you have negative 4 and negative 4, 0 are included. So we're going to have brackets on negative 4 and 0. So from negative 4 all the way to 0. And here's the solution. Anything between negative 4 and 0 is a solution, including negative 4 and 0. And now the solution in interval notation if you notice that the smallest possible value you can have is negative 4, so that's going to be on the left of the comma. And the largest possible value is 0, it's going to be on the right of the comma. And these values are included, so we're going to have brackets around both negative 4 and 0. So here's the solution in interval notation. Now, if you go ahead and do number 2, here we have the absolute value of z greater than 3. Now if you recall, that means what? If we're going to be using a here, the absolute value of x greater than a, that's equivalent to x. You flip the inequality, opposite of a, that's negative a, or the same without the absolute value, or x greater than a. So the solution is x less than, you flip the inequality, the opposite of a, or x greater than a. the same that you have here without the absolute value. So that will give us what then? The solution would then be what? Whatever it's inside the absolute value expression right here, z, you flip this, greater than becomes less than, the opposite of 3 is negative 3. Or z greater than the same, 3. So this is the solution. And remember, this is or. That means they're both part of the solution. So it's either less than negative 3, negative 3 is not included, so we put parentheses, and anything to the left of negative 3, or greater than 3, again we put parentheses on 3, and anything to the right of the solution. Because it's or, both of are part of the solution. So the solution is both here. The solution in interval notation anything less than 3. So it's from negative infinity, comma, 3 is the largest. You put parentheses because 3 is not included. Union, anything greater than 3. So parentheses, 3, again 3 is not included, to infinity. Sorry, this is negative. So from negative infinity to negative 3, union, parentheses, 3 to infinity.